Greetings and welcome everyone. Today I wanted to talk about a few things. I'm going to split them up and splice them up into separate videos just so I don't make this run out too long, but we're going to get into it right now, right away. I didn't start this video with any type of cold start exhaust clip just due to the fact that honestly for the next few videos I'm probably not going to be too interested in doing that, strictly due to the fact that I ran this camera over last time I filmed. Not with my wheels, just a piece of the skid plate underneath the car was hanging down and just cracked. Not hanging down, it wasn't hanging off, it caught it at a low point. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it, it just did it. Let's get into the subject of what we're about to talk about, and that is the super controversial Porsche modifications that I made on this car, the 987S. How have they been? Let's do a review, a recap on that. So, the modifications I'm talking about, which are the super controversial mods, I've had them done to the car for, well, probably I think maybe the first or second week, third week of ownership of the car. I did perform those modifications, the D-snork and the exhaust resonator bypass. I might have something coming up with exhaust, or at least just exhaust videos in the future. I'm not going to get into that too far yet, but what I have done to the car right now, let's just talk about how I feel about it. I really like it. It does feel a little bit muffled, like when you get on it, it's not bad. The car sounds exactly how you kind of want it to. It's just muffled. You get some fuel overrun and whatnot. Pop, 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 pop noises. That's fuel overrun. What that is, if you don't know, if you're unfamiliar, it's just the way the vehicle's tuned. It's running more on the rich side where it's dropping fuel onto the hot exhaust, and that is, well, excess fuel into the exhaust, and what that's doing, it's creating small little ignitions, or actually combustions. What you hear, it is an explosion in a sense. Rather interesting if you didn't know that. Fun fact of the day. I love the actual sound. It sounds very street bike-ish and whatnot, and exactly how a flat six should sound in my opinion. The only thing that I don't want to say I don't like about it, but the thing I think could enhance it would be to make it sound exactly how it does now, just amplified, louder, much more louder. And now, the reason why I'm saying that is due to the fact that there's a ton of restriction on the stock exhaust, and obviously we bypass the resonators, but it's not essentially a full bypass, just due to the fact that where the tip is, if you go back on that video, and I'll list it down below or at the end of this video so you can check it out, essentially there is an H-pipe connection. There's two of them, and one of them in between both cats, secondary cats and mufflers. Yes, there are primary cats, two of them, and then two secondary cats, and then two resonator mufflers inside there as well. So there's a ton of restriction, like I was saying. There's a sleeve that you open up and it just creates a little bit more drone and a lot more noise. I have had people come up to me, funny enough, subscribers, or even just regular people, and ask me, yo, what is done to that? Is that straight piped? And I'm like, no, dude, it's a stock exhaust. I just have a small little tweak, basically an exhaust lead. People like it. They think it sounds great, and whenever I've driven to meets or rallies or anything with people, they've even been like, dude, I love your car. And I'm just like, really? It's not loud enough for me. I want to make it louder. This will be fixed soon, hopefully. To branch out from that, I don't notice any horsepower gain or anything like that, so it's more so just not even a cosmetic, because it's not visual, but a sound modification. And honestly, I think a louder vehicle enhances just the overall experience of the vehicle. It gets you more engaged. I have an automatic Mercedes that's straight piped, and it sounds good in my opinion. I like it, and the car keeps you so busy. It's good. I like it. I give it a thumbs up. I wouldn't change it back, personally. And that's me living with the car, for daily driving it for about 3 or 4 months. I think maybe yeah, 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months. Next order of business would be the de-snork. Now, if you don't know what a de-snork is, or you're wondering what is a de-snork, because honestly, I would prefer to call it a restriction plate or restrictor plate delete, because that's essentially what it is. Now, you have two air intakes on the side of the vehicle, one being functional, one being, I'm pretty sure, just cosmetic. It leads back into there. And really what these intakes were initially for, supposedly were to give it more of a look from the initial Carrera GT. I believe. I could be wrong, but I remember reading something like that somewhere. Comment down below if you want to correct me and be a little YouTube wizard. It's fine with me. As far as any type of performance, it only takes about 5 minutes, and to be completely honest with you, maybe it takes maybe 20-30 minutes, but still, it's super simple. Anybody can do this thing. It is not difficult. Don't be afraid to do it, and do not go to a Porsche dealer and ask them to do it. I don't even think they would, to be honest. Maybe for another video we'll try to get them to do it, but it helps the vehicle operate at lower temperatures. Engine temps are much lower, and it just keeps them down, because essentially you're giving the vehicle a full open space to breathe through and intake air, as compared to the restrictor plate being in the way, and I think there's like 3 small holes, so there is air coming in, but it's like sucking air through a straw. It's like the car has asthma straight from factory. Thanks, Porsche. One thing I do have to say, and what has people concerned and makes it controversial, is the fact that you might suck some unwanted things up into the vehicle, which I totally understand that. That's why you get the little gutter guard and you put that stuff in the mesh wire, and honestly, if you look up close, it makes it look kind of cool. But here's the thing. How does it keep out water? Well, that's a great freaking question, because it doesn't. So if I clean the car off, if I pressure wash it or anything, I absolutely do not shoot water into that area. I hand wash that, and essentially, you know, you really don't have any choice of anything. So that's where it becomes controversial. Yeah, getting water in your engine, in my opinion, is somewhere water should not be. It's like flood damage in a sense. At the same time, how much gets in there? There's a drain at the bottom. It's you know, a linear thing. It's not like it's on top and it's a scoop and it's just water's pouring in. Am I saying water doesn't get in there? No. How much does? I don't know. But on forums, you know, you don't have essentially anybody saying, my car blew up because I did this de-snork. Oh my God, my life is over. $30,000 repair bill. No, you never see that. And that's really the only controversial thing people have is it dangerous for the car? Does the danger outweigh the benefit? And not to mention, is it even worth doing? Well, to put it quite simply for you all, to sum this video up, you don't expense a lot of money doing it. Now there's two things to leverage here, money and time. Obviously you are going to do them yourself, because Porsche isn't going to just create exhaust leaks or take things off that are supposed to be there from factory. They may, I don't think they would though. So you're gonna have to do this yourself. So you're gonna have to leverage some time. No, not money. Time and money, you know, it is what it is. Now, here's the deal. It's cheap and it's relatively quick to do it if you're mildly understanding of working on cars. If you can change your oil, you can do this. To divulge even further into this, I don't have any issue with anything. To be honest, I kind of forget what the car was like stock. So it just doesn't faze me. Go ahead, do it, try it, do it yourself. Comment down below, let me know how you think, or if you've done it before, if you switched it back, why? Let me know why. Please be nice to me. You're gonna make me cry if you comment anything mean down below. Not really, but I just wanted to say that. I'm gonna let y'all go here. Subscribe down below, I believe over on the right side, if you want to see anything else, any other content I put from here, or if you want to go into the next video. I'm gonna put some stuff up probably in this corner or something, videos and whatnot. Enable notifications. This little a bell right next to the subscribe rectangle, the red rectangle. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, and share this with anyone that is curious about stuff like this. Obviously, you're not going to want to share this with your mom, who doesn't even care about cars. Yeah, maybe your mom probably loves you and will watch anything you show her, so go ahead, why not? With that being said, I will catch you later.